Hi, I'm Angie. I want to welcome you to National Indoor RV Centers, where we specialize in the sales, storage, service, and detailing of only high-end new and used coaches. So basically, we do it all. Hi, I'm Angie with National Indoor RV Centers, and today I'm super excited to show you the 2020 Entegra Emblem 36H. Now this is a luxury Class A gas coach. This sits on the Ford F53 chassis, and it has the Triton V10 320 horsepower engine with 460 foot-pounds of torque. All emblems are built on the 24K chassis. Now I want you to look at this beautiful coach. This is the Bethpage exterior. It has full body paint with diamond shield protecting the front cap, so that's great. And Entegra only uses the best product. They use Sickens paint. So I'm sure you'd like to see what's behind the front cap here. So that just pulls down super easy. Here's our power steering fluid. This is the dipstick for our oil, engine oil. Down below here is the windshield wiper fluid fill. We've got the air filter for the engine, the Evans TempCon radiator for dash AC and heat, and then the engine radiator is right behind that. We've got the coolant, and right up here we have our transmission dipstick and fill. And then our chassis battery sits right there. I want you to take a look at this windshield. This is the exact same windshield that's in the Entegra Cornerstone. So 120-inch windshield, biggest in the industry. The emblem comes with Michelin tires, size 255s, with the Alcoa Durabright rims. Something that's super important that you need to go check out, go look at my YouTube video that I did on Retroband. This is a product that is distributed by National Indoor RV Centers exclusively. It's the only place you can get it, and I think it's super important. I wouldn't drive an RV, put my family and friends in it without having it. It's a potentially life-saving device. It's basically a spare within your tire. We have the chrome exterior mirrors. Those are internally controlled and heated, and we have the side view camera up in the mirror. So when you turn on your right or left turn signal, you're going to be able to see down the full length of your coach. So that's going to be really helpful when you're changing lanes, turning, just give you that extra help in protecting you in the coach. Now we have the frameless windows throughout. Also note this beautiful big window on the door. That's something that you don't see everywhere. I really love that because the more windows I can have in my coach, the better. I really am out camping because I want to be one with nature unless it's too hot or too cold. So you have two ways to get into the coach. Obviously your keys, but you also have a keyless pad here. So you can set your own code, and then you can let your kids in, you can let a tech in, whatever you want, or you just don't have to take your keys with you. It's the main reason that I love to have this. All right, so let's go over this Easy Drive Elite and what you get on that package. First of all, you're gonna get a computer balanced drive shaft. That's gonna give you a smoother ride. Basically, if you think about if you were to take your car in and ask them to balance only 3 of the 4 tires, think about how that would feel. So that's gonna balance that and make it a nice smooth ride. Then we've got front and rear stabilizer, and we went ahead on the Elite package and put, instead of having the Ford 1.5-inch stabilizer bars, we went ahead and put the Hellwig 1 3/4-inch stabilizer bars. So that's gonna help when cornering. It's gonna eliminate that sway in the coach. Then we have the Joust bumpers, which are gonna keep the house from basically bottoming out and hitting the chassis rails when you go over potholes or a deep dip in the road. And finally, sack shocks. The emblem comes standard with the powered entry door awning plus the Carefree awning, which is over this passenger side of the coach. Both controls are right inside the door. So I'm going to go ahead and put out the porch. Now I'm going to extend the Carefree awning, and then there's a couple of things I want to show you. I've adjusted the pitch here, and I've done it while the awning is up. You can do it either when it's in place here or when it's out, and I'll show you how to extend it when it's out. But to do it here, you just merely push the button in, pull it down, or up. So I've adjusted it so that we have the steepest pitch when it comes out. Now with my awning fully extended, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my LED lights on the awning. And I'm going to turn on my porch light. Now you can also adjust your LED lights just by tweaking the awning, putting it out a little bit further or bringing it in a little bit. So I can direct those lights down to the ground or back onto the coach. So let's say that there's a huge rainstorm and I don't want to have a big puddle of water right here at the front entry because my awning's out. I want to go ahead and direct that rain to the far corner. So I'm just going to push that. Now you can see that I've directed all the rain to go to the far corner of the awning rather than right here in front of my doorstep. Something you really want to think about and consider when you're buying an Entegra is you get the 2+3 warranty. So you get 2-year warranty on everything, and then you get 3 years on structural. So that's really cool. You don't get that with many other manufacturers. Now for one of my favorite things on the outside of the coach, the exterior entertainment center. Got the nice big Insignia TV, and that's on a swivel, so you can direct that towards your guests or away from the glare of the sun, and then it just pops right back in. You've got the 2 Furrion speakers, 2 110 outlets, and we've got the DVD player. So a great way to entertain yourself or your guests when you're camping. Storage is always super important, where you get lots of it with the Emblem. So we've got the bus lag doors with the slam latches. So those open really nicely and then shut very easily, but look at all this storage. It's also lit in each bay, so you can easily see. And these are pass-through storage compartments. So they're nice, very big entry here. These are nice and tall storage compartments. And then we've got the pass-through area here. So you can get, you know, a paddle board, a bicycle. You can get those in these areas right here. Marker light for the passenger side of the coach. And the vent up above here is for your microwave convection oven. We have our LP tank here. So this is a 20-gallon LP tank. And if you look right up here, we have our quick connect. And also from this angle, you can see our hydraulic jacks. So you can see that those are hydraulic down and up, not spring loaded. One more storage compartment on the passenger side, but it's another pass-through storage compartment. So you can see it's lit and it goes all the way through to the other side. Here's our 10-gallon water heater, gas and electric. So we've got a little peephole here so you can see if the pilot light is lit. And then just a little bit of information on the inside here. A lot of people think that that's someplace you would hook a hose up to. Well, it'd be really hard to do. But first of all, that's your high pressure relief valve there. And then if you're going to winterize your coach, you want to make sure that you drain all the water from your water heater, and that you would do that right here. Since I'm in a dress, I'm not going to crawl under and show you this low point drain, but there is one right behind here. Now just remember, if you store with us at National Indoor RV Centers, you don't need to worry about winterizing your coach because we'll keep you always plugged in to 50 amp service. Here at the back, I want you to note the beautiful single piece molded fiberglass rear cap. I think that just looks really beautiful. I love how we've got Entegra across the back. We have our rear view camera, so you're going to be able to see behind you when you put your coach in reverse. We've got our extra brake light, so extra safety there. Then we have our this coach can tow 5,000 pounds. So we have a 5,000 pound hitch here with our 7-way so that we can add our lights to our tow vehicle. Our signal light, this is the exhaust for our furnace. And then if you look up above, all the slides on the Emblem that are not underneath the awning come standard with slide toppers. So inside here we have our 50 amp shore power cord. And that's gonna just thread through this right here. So we can thread that through. And then we can actually, once we get it through, shut the box there so that we can keep all critters and insects and, you know, things that we don't want inside our storage bay out. And then beyond that, we have the pass-through to the passenger side. Here is our wet bay. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and turn on the light so we can see what we're doing down here. We've got the paper towel holder. I like to have that here, super important so that you can clean up after you've done all the dirty work. This shower is going to help you do that as well. You just plug that in right here, and then you have the nice high pressure nozzle, so it's a little bit better than just a shower head. I like that. And then we've got this soap holder there, so everything you need to clean up after you're done doing all this work in here. Then we've got the macerator button, so this comes standard with the macerator. And you can just thread that through right here. Then we've also got the gravity dump option. Here's the T-bar for the bypass. Then we can turn on our water pump here. This is going to give us all the directions for the different functions that we're going to do back here. So if we want to winterize, this is the direction that we would turn all these levers. Sanitize, city water fill, dry camping, and power fill tank. Then we've got our satellite and coax cables. We've got our black tank flush, and our city water fill, and our full house water filtration system. And we have our low point drains there in the back. Here's the fuel fill for our 80-gallon gas fuel tank. Here's our engine exhaust, side marker light, storage compartment here, but we also have our black tank T-bar and our gray tank T-bar. Here we have more storage. Again, this is pass-through. And then we've got our 2,000 watt pure sine inverter and our solar prep. You're probably wondering what this exhaust is for. That's for our generator, which is behind this door, our 5,500 watt Awning generator. In this last storage compartment, we have our 2 house batteries. They're on the Motorhome slide out tray, so I can just pull those right out. And these are glass mat batteries, so no service necessary. I love the grab handles as you're walking into the coach. You've got a nice strong handle here, and then you have a nice one when you go to exit the coach. Just gives you that extra bit of safety. Then over here we've got our exterior lights. This is going to be our porch light, but it also lights up the stairwell here so that you can see where you're walking. So I like that. Our exterior lights too are going to be the lights for our awning. Then we have our power step button. So I want to have that turned off once I'm camping. Basically, I don't want the step to come in and out every time the door opens. So I'll go ahead and turn that off. Then we've got our interior lights. So I can hit that, everything on and off. We've got our 2,000 watt pure sine inverter here. And if I push that right now, you can see that we're in bypass mode because we're plugged into 50 amp service. Then we have our awning in and out. This is for our front door awning. And then our awning in and out button here. This is for our big Carefree awning over the passenger side of the coach. And we've got our main power disconnect. Like having that right as you walk in and out of the coach, so you can hit that off or hit it on. And then we've got our fire extinguisher. Hopefully we never need that, but it's nice and handy if we do. So as we walk into the living room, I want to tell you a few of the standards that you get in this luxury Class A gas coach. So Entegra gives you a seat belt in each seating location. That's pretty huge. So you're going to have 4 on your sofa, 4 at the dinette, and 2 up front at your captain and co-captain's chair. So you're going to have 10 seat belts for this coach. One of the things I love about the 36H floor plan is that you have an option for an overhead bunk. Now, I love that, but I don't feel like you really walk into the coach and go, oh, there's an overhead bunk. I think they've done a really nice job of giving you these overhead cabinets. It just looks great. And then you have the bonus of the overhead bunk. So let me show you how this works. It's not your average. You've got your little safety belt here. This has to be undone for the bunk to come down. Then you've got to turn it into the on position. Make sure your chairs are adjusted so that they can come right down over your chairs. And then you're going to go ahead and hit the button down. And then you saw as the bed went down, when it hit down here, the light went on. So that will automatically go off when the bed is raised up, so you don't accidentally leave that on. Now, if you want, you can control that light from this switch here. Another standard, if you've ever watched any of my videos on Entegra products, if they have an overhead bunk, what is that rated for weight-wise? Can you answer the question? 750 pounds. So that's 2 really big human beings up here. Basically 2 NFL linemen you could put up here, or you can put a lot of grandkids and they can bring their friends. They're gonna have a lot of fun in this area. And it's quite comfy. So if you have adults that are sleeping up there, don't feel like you're giving them a bad bed. You've got a nice foam mattress here, and then you've got these slats here, which you give it like the springs that a bed would give it. We also have our ladder, and then we have our safety bars so that no one falls into the windshield area or off the bunk. One of the things I love about Class A coaches is that you can expand your living room by turning around your captain and co-captain's chairs and give you even more seating. So Entegra's made it super easy. You can just take your foot and just move that lever up, pull it towards you, and then rotate the chair. I'm going to do the same thing on the passenger side. So now I've got 2 extra seating spots in my living room. Now we've got these 2 extra seats here. We can also have an extra table. So this is the leg to our table. We're just gonna pop out this little cover right here. I don't want to break a nail. So pop that out. And then you'll see the base of this has a little 3-way here. And I'm just gonna put that in there. Now just tighten it up. And then we can go ahead and put our table on. Drink holder for each person, and you can, play cards, have dinner, just a nice little extra spot with the table. So now look at how big this living room is, like tons of seating. It's gorgeous. This is the Hartford interior. So we've got the vinyl floor, the beautiful sofa. I love the colors that they did in here because it's really neutral. I can bring in any color I want to accent with and kind of make it my own, which I like. And I love the valance, the fabric they've got on the valance. They just did a great job of finishing this off. Even look, we've got the accent lighting here by the crown molding. So this is a gas coach with crown molding with hardwood cabinets. So they really haven't made any, they haven't skimped at all. We've got the double struts on the cabinet doors, and then check out that nice storage above your sofa. We've got the LED lights. And we've got our switches here for the lights above or just below the cabinet. For the light here, we've got another switch there for the rest of our sofa. And our wall sconces, love the wall sconces, by the way. And we've got a 110 outlet up here. So on this 36H, we optioned in this 120-inch reclining sofa. What comes standard is a sofa with a hide-a-bed and a recliner. Now this is a really nice option. You've got power reclining on your ends, and then manual in the middle. So you can just sit back, push the button here. Oh, so cozy and comfy. And I can also be charging my cell phone. Let me show you the full extension there. So someone could really sleep here if they wanted to. I mean, I know I'd have a hard time staying awake. But you've got the USB charger in both of your ports for the power recline and your drink holder. And then the manual recline is super easy too. You just reach your hand in here, pull the tab. So you could have, someone could sleep in the recliners, or they could sleep lengthwise, a full adult or 2 kids. just some extra sleeping there. As we go around the corner here, this is probably one of my favorite parts. So we have our fireplace. Now this is really cool because not only does it look pretty, it's going to give you a nice little ambiance in here, but it does put out a lot of heat. So on a chilly morning or a cold evening, there's no better way to get warm really quick. So you can use the remote, or you can just use the manual buttons here, turn it on. You can set the timer for how long you want it to run. You can change the flame, brightness, dimness, and then you can set your temperature too. So it puts out a lot of heat. You're gonna love this. Plus it just makes it feel like home. Great place to be outside or be camping and enjoy this. Then I just think this is pretty too. Kind of gives you that homey feel. You can put some decorations up there, some family pictures, and then we've got this nice big cabinet above the fireplace. So I have lots to show you over here by the booth. First of all, I want to point out our outlets. So we've got two 110 outlet there, another one here, and we have two USB charging ports here. So that's nice. Then we've got the lift for our TV. So I'm just going to merely hit that button and check out that nice big huge TV that we have here. So we've got our 50-inch Insignia TV, which is great, straight across from the reclining sofa. You're going to be able to see this TV wherever you are in the living room, and merely just push that button up and down. The other thing I like is they give you this big, huge window. So if you're not watching TV, you can almost feel like you're outside, but it'd be in the climate comfort. Cooler or warmer, whatever you need it to be, inside the coach. So you can just pull up these blinds. I also wanted to point out that you have day and night blinds. So there's your night and there's your day. Now we have this nice big table. The booth is very roomy. One of the bonuses, this is something that Entegra does too, there's no leg here. So I can have another adult sitting across from me, another adult sitting here next to me. We're not going to be hitting a table leg, so we've got all that room. Two cup holders, and then I'm going to show you how easy this table is to make into a bed. We also have a good amount of storage underneath these booth seats too that I'll show you as I start to take them apart. So I'm just going to take the backs off. Go ahead and lift this up so you can see the storage. Check out all that space. And you're going to have that on both sides. You can also see while I've got this out, the reinforced steel bar here that makes it possible for Entegra to give us seat belts in both the forward-facing and rear-facing booth. Again, I want to show you that storage on this side. Now to take the table down, look at how easy this is. Just lift it up, pull it forward, then you kind of just push it down and it slides right into place, giving you that perfect base for your bed. Now I'm going to put my cushions back. Now these fit pretty tight with it being brand new, but you want it to be tight so that when your guests are sleeping on here, you don't have cracks. So I just kind of have to usually bring up the two, put them together, and then kind of wedge it down and have a nice firm bed. So a few things I want to point out up here on the ceiling are we've got the LED lights, we've got speakers, two for the living room area so we can throw what's on the dash radio into the living room. Then we've got our directional antenna, so you just push this and turn it in the direction that you think you're going to get the best signal. We've got our smoke detector, and then center of the coach we have our AC unit. So we have the 15,000 BTU AC unit with heat pump here in the living room, and we've got a 13.5 AC unit in the bedroom. Now this also has the capability, so this is ducted air, or if you will come into your coach super hot and you just want to try to cool it down really fast, we can call it a quick cool, we're just going to open that vent up, take it, direct it away from the vents, and just have a direct cool, quick cool into the coach. So that's kind of a nice feature if you come into your coach and it's super hot, just to cool it down quickly. And then you can just close it back up and it will go back to the vented air. So you can get a lot of people in this coach, but what fun is it if you don't have food? So we've got a great area to get your food ready for your guests and your family. Look at all that storage space we have here. Storage, and then we have kind of our AV cabinet right here. This is our Sony DVD Blu-ray player. And then we've got our 110 outlet here. And we've got our roof satellite input, lines 1 and 2. We've got our 110 outlet here. This is where you'll plug in your convection microwave oven. Check out that storage above the convection microwave oven. Stainless steel front here, nice big. And then we've got our Furion gas top stove, 3-burner gas stove cooktop, and this vent here is for your oven. So I love that to make cookies. So I've got lots of guests here. I've got the oven here and the oven here, 2 options. So we added the optional gas oven. If you didn't get this, it would be 2 drawers. Here we have the big bowl stainless steel sink. Now I like this because I can be prepping food here, pushing off all the, cut off ends of the vegetables or whatever into the sink area. Keep that clean. Residential faucet. And then underneath the cabinet here, I want to point out that you have another 110 outlet here, your light for underneath the cabinet. Then check out all this counter space that we have. Nice amount of space. Little flip drawer here to the side. And then we've got the nice full extension drawers. And this one's nice and deep. And check out all this storage right below the sink here. So we could actually put a trash can in there if we wanted, or some of our bigger appliances, Instapot, whatever it is that you need here. Make sure you notice that beautiful backsplash here. Gives it a very residential feel. Then we've got our ceiling lights and our power vent. So we've got our fantastic fan for the kitchen right there. It will turn on. And then I can control the speed here. I can also turn it off, but I'm going to leave it on so that I can operate it from my switch. So I'm just going to go ahead and close it. Now this is only going to take air out. It doesn't bring air in. And then just to the left of me here, I've got our accent lights, which is going to give us that light above our crown molding, and our thermostat for our AC units, for our living room AC unit, and our hall light. So another huge standard for the Emblem is the 21 cubic refrigerator freezer. Look how big this is. Ah, ginormous. So I love that. We've got the different containers here. Lots of room in the refrigerator and the freezer. And probably my favorite part about this is that you have the water and ice in the door. And you can even have crushed ice. Love that. And we've got our lock here too. So when you are getting ready to travel, it's that easy to lock it, and you're not gonna have to worry about these doors flying open, losing all the contents onto the floor while you're traveling. Just remember to do it. Then we've got huge pantry back here. So one thing I hadn't really pointed out, but look at the cute door pulls. Gotta love those. It's just the little details. But 2 huge pantries here with adjustable shelves. Here we have our control center for the coach. So we can see our generator hours here. We can start and stop it. We can set and enable our auto gen start here. We've got our extend and retract for our slide 1, 2, and 3. We've got our tank heaters and our water pump. And then we have our LP gas for our water heater and our electric and you can hit those both at the same time if you want to heat it up really quick. We can read the levels of our tanks here, so we can see our LP. We have a 22-gallon LP tank. Our batteries, our fresh tank. That fresh tank will hold 72 gallons. Black tank will hold 50. And then we have 2 gray tanks on the 36H, which one is 50 and one is 40. So we have a really nice sized bathroom for this coach. We've got porcelain toilet with the push pedal flush. We've got this great cabinet with lots of storage here. And we have the towel bar here, another place that we can hang towels. We've got the 110 outlet, nice counter space here, storage below that, another big storage compartment right below the sink. One of my favorite features is this little accent light. So if I turn off the main bath light, you can just have that, and that's kind of nice. That's just a soft enough light to use the restroom at night and not have to wake up everyone. So I like that feature. We also have the bath fan switch, our bath light switch, and our accent light switch. And then we've got a nice big one-piece fiberglass shower enclosure here with the glass doors. We've got the mounted shower head, or you can take it out and use it as a handheld, and lots of space. We have a skylight here, so you've got plenty of room width-wise and height-wise. Now for the great master bedroom. So first of all, we want to have a little privacy, right? So we're just going to pull that. That's going to keep that nice and snug. We're in transit, but then when we'd like to have some privacy, super easy. We've got the king size bed, a nice mattress to sleep on. We're going to have 2 nightstands and a little storage underneath them. We also have 110 outlets on each side of the bed base. So if you have CPAPs machines or anything like that, you'll have a place to plug those in or charge our smartphones, all that good stuff. We've got the nice valances again, beautiful headboard. And then we've got our reading lights, which are directional. And then we have great storage, nice and deep above the bed. And you know, I typically will get some like plastic containers, put sweaters and stuff in there since it's kind of deep and hard to get to unless I'm up on the bed itself. And we also have some storage underneath the bed. So here in the bedroom we have the 32-inch Insignia TV, and if you just lift it softly from the bottom, you'll get tons of storage behind here. Another 110 outlet. We've got this nice counter space here, big window, and then check out all the storage. So a lot of storage. More drawers. We've got 4 more drawers, that same exact size. Then we have these above. Nice, tall, deep storage here. We've got the light for the light switch for these LED lights here, and we have another light switch for the LED under this cabinet. Here's the main light switch for the bedroom lights, and then we've got the thermostat for the AC unit in the bedroom. A couple of options for you here in the master bedroom. So you can option to have this as a wardrobe, as we have it set up right now, or you can put stackable washer and dryer here. So this would be where the dryer would go. You see that we've got the outlet up in the corner, and then you can put your washer down here. So it's plumbed and ready. So if you're going to have the washer option, you're going to lose your drawers, but these are really nice drawers, nice and deep, 3 of them. So we've optioned this one without the stackable washer and dryer, but it is something that you can add after you purchase, or if you order, you can go ahead and order it that way. Then we've got a nice big wardrobe here. So full length here. We've got the area that we can fold close and put them up there. We've got a 110 outlet, so if you want to charge, you know, keep a little handheld vacuum back there charging, that's kind of a nice place to put it. And then let me show you the other side. More hanging space and storage above. I wanted to make sure you could see the slides in on this 36H floor plan. Now, you can easily get to the master bedroom, sleep in the bed, not have to take out the slides. You can get into your pantry, your refrigerator and freezer. Obviously, nothing changes in the bathroom space, so you can get in there. You can be cooking here at the stove, at the sink, lots of space, and still able to walk through to the driver's seat. All right, let's go over everything here in the cockpit. First of all, let's go over the equalizer system, which is your hydraulic jacks. Now you can use the panel here to the left of the driver, or you can download the app, which is the EQ Smart Level app. And I've already done that, so I'm just gonna go there. All right, so I pull up the app on my phone. I'm just gonna hit the power button, and I want to level, so I'm going to auto level. And you can see the same control panel over here. But this is kind of cool if you want to be outside while your jacks are coming down and watching them. You can easily do this from your phone. So we are all level now. So I can just go ahead and turn off the power and lock them in place. Now when I'm ready to leave the campground, all I need to do is power up again, hit all retract, and you can see that it's operating. So can't get any easier than this. Now a little tip, one of our technicians told me, a lot of times you'll go into a campground and you'll try to put your jacks down and say that you're on an uneven slope and you're not able to level. So you may adjust the coach and try again. So that's 2 cycles of the jacks. Say it still doesn't level, so you want to try again. Maybe you move your coach to a different campground. Just make sure you have about 30 minutes in between cycling those jacks one more time, because you could have a tendency to burn up the pump. Now that the jacks have all retracted, we're in travel mode, and I can just hit the power off and we're ready to go. Here's the control for the upper part of your exterior mirrors. The bottom part is the convex part, and you need to do that manually, but you can adjust those here. Turn on your mirror heat here. Your battery boost button. Use the battery boost button when you want to tie your house and your chassis batteries together. So say you leave your coach and you come back and your house batteries are dead and you want to get them started. So you want to tie the chassis and house batteries together to see if you can get enough amperage to start the generator. Start the generator, and that will start to charge the batteries once it's running. Say you come back to your coach and your chassis batteries are dead. Let's tie the house and the chassis batteries together to get enough amperage to start the engine, and then as you drive down the road, you're going to be charging your batteries. Now, if you come back and both your house and your chassis batteries are dead, you're pretty much out of luck, and you better call CoachNet. This is for your front shade. Drink holder, cup holder. You can put your cell phone right there. Nice just to have that handy for the driver. Then you've got your 12-volt receptacle here. Fog lights. We've got our lights, our running lights, our headlights, and then this switch here is to adjust the dimness and brightness of your dash. Just down to the left here is your parking brake. And then you're going to adjust your steering column with the lever here. So you can pull that up or down. And then you've got your left and right turn signal, plus your windshield wiper control and your windshield wiper fluid control. If you pull the lever forward, you can flash your brights. If you push it back, you can keep your high beams on. Right here on top of the steering column are your hazards. Just push that in and out. Then on the steering column itself, these are our controls for our cruise, on and off. You can set, coast, and resume. Obviously your horn, gear shifting control handle here, your ignition, and then we've got trip information here. So I'm going to go ahead and put us in accessory mode. Now I can go through my trip information, engine hours, trip, temperature, miles to empty, And anything that I want to set up here, I can also customize that. So here's our digital display. This is where you're going to see the camera when you put on your right or left blinker and your rear camera. And we've got our radio here, our XM Sirius radio. Now you have a free three-month subscription. This is where you can connect your Bluetooth, make a phone call. So you have our two USB ports, so if you have a thumb drive that you want to play music from, you can plug those in and play it there. Your nav system, rear camera, beautiful shot of the service area and the building at National Indoor RV Centers, and then your different settings, general, sound, visual, and Bluetooth. Just below that, we've got our controls for our dash AC and heat, so our fan, cool and hot, and then we can direct where we want that heat or cooling to go. We've got our vents here. We can start and stop our generator from here, so if you've got people traveling with you in the back of the coach and you want to keep them cool, you're going to start the generator and have that running so that you can run your ACs. You've got your lights here in the cab. We've got our two USB ports, storage area here, another storage area with a little rubber mat so that things won't rattle, drink holder, and another little rubber mat area where you can put more items. Moved over the passenger seat to just go over a few items here. Again, this is flex steel seat, and it is 6-way powered as well as the driver's seat. So I can do those same functions on the driver's seat as I can do in the passenger seat, which is huge for this gas cut coach. Then we've got the little tray here, so I can pull that forward if I need to make some notes while we're driving. And I've got 110 outlets here and a 12-volt receptacle. Another cup holder here for me, a little spot for my cell phone, and I have another 110 outlet, 2 here, and 2 more USB ports. So as I'm getting ready to drive, I'm going to go ahead and adjust my seat. We've got the flex steel seats with the 6-way power, so I can put it forward, and then I can push that front part down or up, and the back down or up. So that's going to help make sure I'm nice and comfortable while I'm driving. All right, so we're ready to take this Emblem out for a test drive. You can see National Indoor RV Centers there to the left of us. Come out and give it a test drive. Now I've turned on my left blinker so I can see down the full side of the driver's side of the coach. It's always really nice clear picture there for me. And you can see the same if I change and go down the right side of the coach. All right, so now that I've got the coach up to about 65 miles per hour, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my cruise control and set. And now it's a breeze. I'll let the cruise control do all the work. I'm just going to keep us in our lane, which is really easy to do. I know a lot of my first timers, that's what they're most worried about. They feel like they're too big for their lane. I want you to hug the left side of the lane that you're in. I heard that once. I heard it 1,000 times when I was first starting, but you will get used to it before you know it. And these are super easy to drive. And again, you're going to love making the country your backyard in this Emblem. Just to show you what a nice riding coach this is, I went ahead and hit my decibel reader. I'm at 75.2. That's with the rear AC running and the generator running. So you're going to really be comfortable driving this coach. Also, the reason that this is so smooth and easy to drive is we've got the Easy Steer Premier package on this. So we've got our front and rear stabilizer bar, our computer balanced drive shaft, jounce bumpers, so when we hit those bumps and potholes, our chassis rails aren't going to come in contact with the house. And we've got the sack shocks. All coming together to get this really nice ride and drive. This is a great way to take your family on vacation. First of all, forced time together, which is hard to come by these days. And really your vacation starts the minute you get behind the wheel. You're gonna love driving this Class A gas coach. It's very comfortable. You're gonna see that it's super easy. I really love driving these coaches, but why don't you come out and see for yourself? Come visit us at National Indoor RV Centers. So I hope you've enjoyed my walkthrough of Entegra's 2020 Emblem 36H. Now I'm sure you're wondering how much this beautiful coach would cost you. What the manufacturer allows us to tell you is MSRP, which is $198,737, and MAP pricing, which is the minimum advertised price, which is $139,995. If you want to know what I can sell you this coach for, give me a call, 469-277-1120. That is my cell phone. I do answer it. If I happen to not answer it, I may be talking to a customer just like yourself, or I may be doing a video. So please leave me a message. You can also reach me at Angie at NIRVC.com. Remember, with our volume and economies of scale, RVs simply cost less at National Indoor RV Centers because we won't be beat on price, and with our expanding network of award-winning service centers, why wouldn't you give me a chance? Give me a call, buy an RV from National Indoor RV Centers. If you've liked this video, please hit the like and subscribe. Make sure you go and watch my retro band video, and most important, come and party with me at our next AIM rally, aimclub.org. So All Inclusive Motorhome Club. Hope to see you there, and I'll look forward to talking to you soon.